This is Baja Raider, PBH Baja Chapter President. You're listening to Coast with Raider Homer and Mad Max. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
What's up, Raider Nation? This is the Violator. You're watching the Raider Homer channel.
Hello, Raider Nation, and welcome back to Coast with the Black Hole Superfans, Episode 5. I'm your host, Raider Homer, and joining me is my co-host, Mad Max. How you doing, Mad Max?
Hey, man, I'm alive. I'm here. Just enjoyed all the festivities that went on, Black Hole parties, all that stuff. So I'm good. We're ready to roll, brother. Haven't been on for a bit. We've both been busy. I see you've been running around doing things. So, just ready to roll, man. Ready to talk to these people, see what they're thinking out there.
Yeah, man, it seems like it's been a long time since we've been podcasting together, or since we've last podcast together. So I'm excited to get back on the ball here at Coast to Coast with Black Hole Superfans.
Yeah, man, it's really cool, man. One thing, I know you were out there, we got connected, but there was so much to do. I wanted to ask you a couple of things, man. How was that opener? How was that TBA's party, the home opener? How did that treat you, man, as far as the Raider spirit?
Man, there was a lot going on in opening day weekend, dude. As you mentioned, the Black Hole kickoff party, which, I was all over the place networking. There was the Ted Hendricks bowling tournament. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to that, but, that was one of the events going on. The tailgates were great, man. I had a blast with the flag unfurling, being a part of the flag unfurling. And, hell, I even got to chill with Dirty Jers and Hell Raider in the Black Hole for about 30 minutes, during the game, man. It was really, really cool, man. So how was your opening day weekend? How was your opening day weekend experience?
Man, it was incredible. I left on, was that Thursday? Landed, did the dinner thing, and came in a little bit late. I had to stop in at a couple people's houses before I got here. But landing, it's here in Oakland, sitting in that stadium, I knew it was on. We had the Black Hole party. It had everybody, Black Xanos. We had the Hell Raider, Resendez, Michael, Raider Joker. Jay was there. Awesome. Chuck even was there. I seen Chuck. He was doing his thing. Oh my gosh. Junior Medina, it was just full of star-casted people that, that you wouldn't see ordinarily all the time. But, chapter presidents from Germany, New York. It was just awesome, man. It was just awesome. The people there, the family feeling of that was definitely a good time. The game, we did our thing. We'll talk a little bit more on some of that stuff with the tributes and things like that, because I know Polo helped get that stuff together and had roses that were given to certain people, and it was just awesome. Then also, I got the exclusive right here, brother, right here.
Here we go.
Right here in the Mad Homer. Exactly. I got sat there with Sloan Bone and Baby and Timothy. We sat there, we bullshitted. They did a video, which is not even out yet. But so we're in the video, we're represented. And then, then plus the interviews. It was awesome. Be able to talk to everybody, of course, seeing the Violator, one of my favorite guys out there. He's always, puts you in the right mood,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. As I was saying earlier, I met a lot of people. I met a lot of new people. Yeah, Raider Tex was a real cool guy. I met Dex Crom. He was on the Raider Party podcast, man. I got to meet him in person, dude. And, yeah, of course, to see the Violator there, the grandfather of it all, right, was awesome. And he even recognized me when I walked up to him, man. That was awesome, bro. I felt like really, really felt like a part of the Raider Nation then,
Exactly, man.
So that was awesome, dude.
Well, it's like I said, there's everybody who you don't get to see all the time, lady with a little gangster was there. She's one of my girls from a long time ago. It's so cool. It was good to see her there. It was just star-studded, bro. Everything you turn around, you had 805 Skeller there, which you'll see him in the stands again, but he's not social media, so people don't really know. If you see him, you'll know. But he is just such a powerful presence, bro. I get that feeling off 805 Skeletor, like I get off, Violator and Senor was there. Great time, Senor. We got some good scoops on that. But you had a great time, brother. I mean, like I said, found out a lot, learned a lot of stories, asked a lot of questions. They probably said, "God damn, this dude, all he does is ask questions and shit." I want to find out. So I found out some stuff. I found out some juicy stuff. But awesome, man. Just awesome. The people, Cisco, of course, our VP was MC there, and we went through that. We had Sloan, we had Jay Diggs, it was just a celebration, brother. A celebration.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's the last one, They're in last Black Hole, 25 years, man. The Black Hole has been doing it. And to see how far they succeeded from a name and the respect they earned out of their sacrifice and commitment, as you always say, that commitment to excellence, it runs deep, man.
Yeah, man. I saw it, firsthand. I went to the Black Hole kickoff party with you, man. It was nice to meet you in person, by the way, dude. I'm glad we finally got to take some pictures, But, yeah, man, it was a really good experience, man. It was nice to run into people, Michael, all the presidents of the Black Hole, see how they do it. It was really, really cool, man. And I ran into Polo, not only at the kickoff party, but at the tailgate again, and then in the stadium on the way to the Black Hole with Jers. I mean, it was cool. It was cool, man. It was really cool to run into everybody that I've been talking to and have them, know who I was, It really showed me that the work I've been putting in is it's appreciated,
I've always, me, I always tell you like it is, I don't skip around anything. And like I told you, we spoke about it before in our conversations and stuff. I said, once you're there, man, you're just going to it's like family, bro. It's like you're a reunion. You don't see some of these guys, you talk to them, you say, answer their opinions or, answer their questions on their Facebook. They're concerned if something happens or it's a birthday, you say, happy birthday, do our thing, But to have them there in front of you, to be able to shake their hands, give them that freaking hug, and give that love back, and you've been working hard at it. And like I said, we all appreciate you, brother. And like you said, all the things that we accomplished, they're not given to us, bro. We got to go out and work for it. And that's what the Raider Nation does. They're full of workers, man. Things get done. And like I said, I'm proud to be with the Black Hole. I'm proud to be Loyalty Crew. I'm proud to be, you talk me into this talk show, and we're moving, man. We're moving. We got a lot of stuff coming. Interviews with Signor. I haven't nailed down Gorilla yet, but Signor I have. So we exchanged all the information we need to. Party with Signor. That was crazy because we didn't get in till 5 that morning.
Damn.
Funny, man. Dude is funny. I had me rolling. All kinds of stories.
Well, I saw him trying to ride that mini horse in the sand. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was in New Mexico. Baja.
Mexico.
Then I was sitting there. It was Ford Dub, Sleep and Aaron, and then Resendez and it was just. But Mari, I got to finally meet Mari. She does all the necklaces, and Prado, she does all that stuff. A beautiful work they do. It was a great time, like you said, to network, to meet people, to see people that you see on Facebook, to put a face, put that body onto them, and then, show love. Just met a lot of people, good people. My girls, the homegirls, too.
Oh, yeah.
Homegirls.
Man, they were looking awesome. Good. They were looking good. I got to say, I'm sorry, ladies. I don't mean to be rude, but y'all were looking good, man.
No, they don't take it that way because you know what? They are beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? They're beautiful people. The hugs, the love. You know, I have for them girls. They're just awesome. Jenna, you know, and Amanda. Amanda's just crazy funny. I hadn't seen Darlene in maybe 3 years. So it was good. I didn't even know she was in the homegirl thing, but it was good to see her and Dougie. You know, it's awesome because you got to meet the Vegas people. You got to meet the LA people, the California people. You know, and we're so close that sometimes we don't even get to see each other, you know. But I'm here in Vegas right now. I'm here in Raiders' next step, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying my time. I thank Katrina Hernandez and Raider Realtors for opening their home to me. And also got to throw it out for the Savage Nation, man. We're doing stuff, and Savage Nation's been just heavily treating me just right, brother. And that's our next step. You know, they're good people. They have a structure, which I appreciate how they're doing things. The people stick together. There's that loyalty in that. So great stuff, bro. Great stuff coming.
Well, cool, man. Not only do we have Polo coming back on, but we also have a new guest, Calicat. So what can you tell me about Calicat, Max?
I'm going to tell you what, Calicat has things going. She's been around for a while. She started off, and she'll have that story about that Superfan. I'm going to get her how she started. But, we've been friends for about 4 years, and we've always talked. She's a very talented, but had no way to push her stuff out there, or kind of, got lost in the shuffle. Now, like I told her, it's time to go. You know, I promote her. That's my loyalty crew thing, promotions and graphics. I promote her. I do her business and been grooming her, getting her ready. Now she's ready to bust out. She has clothing line she'll be working on. She does have the jewelry line. She's also a rapper, singer, got a beautiful voice, and top it off, she's a super fan, a Black Hole super fan. You know, and she goes by different. Her names are different. Killer Calicat is a rapper. Calicat is her, her super fan thing. You know, so.
All right, cool, man. Well, let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it.
Please enjoy this Verizon ringback tone while your party is reached.
What you doing, Homer?
All right, cool. I'm doing well. How are you?
Not too bad, man. I'm just trying to clean up around the house, get ready for this weekend.
What's going on this weekend?
Well, we got to head back to Oakland, hit that KC game, hopefully still a victory, and come back and start the week at 2-0.
That's right. Hey, Paul, this is Max, man. How's it doing?
What's up, Max? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Should kind of missed you in between there, you know?
I know, dude. You know what? It was so busy this weekend. I saw you take off. You know what? I don't think we took one picture.
No, we did. We did get one with others, you know.
We didn't take no single ones.
Yeah, I totally forgot about it till I see somebody had it up, and then I pulled it from them and did my thing with it, and it came out really nice. And I think it was me, you, the Hitman, and Captain Jim.
You know what? I got one with me, you, Gonzalo, and Jaime. Right before first time when Jaime, when he came into the to our tailgate, we pulled off to the side and we're talking a little by little. Then I know I came up and talked to him a little bit, and then so Gonzalo came up.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, man,
it was actually pretty cool when I saw him because we started talking about the roses from the game before.
Yes.
And I explained to him, I said, yeah, we're at Costa getting flowers. And sure enough, I called Max, And Max says, make sure you get them pink. And I yell at Gonzalo, get them pink. And that's what we switched it from red to pink.
Yeah, that pink was Veronica's thing, man. But we're gonna get into that one. We're gonna just find out what's going on. Get a little explanation on the Ted Hendricks and all that stuff going on. Homer, go ahead, man.
Well, I just want to say, Polo, man, it was really cool running into you throughout the weekend. We ran into each other at the kickoff party. We met up, at the stadium, at the tailgate, and then on the way to the Black Hole, I ran into you, man. So it was good to see you again, man. And I gotta say that that tribute to Veronica at the Black Hole tailgate was very, very beautiful, man, and touching.
One thing about Veronica, Risa, is that you can talk to almost everybody in Raider Nation. It don't make a difference what chapter or club, Black Hole Wrecking Crew. It don't make a difference. Everybody share that same experience with her. If you go to Ricky's bars, there's very few fans that have their pictures inside Ricky's bar. If you go in there, you'll see a picture of Veronica, and Veronica autographed it to Ricky. So that kind of shows you kind of special person she was. Her husband James, and but everybody had that rapport where I was sharing James text messages I had from her, and it was always brother, and she was just the mom of the Black Hole. She took care of everybody. Beautiful person. She's definitely gonna be missed.
Definitely. It was a beautiful tribute at the Black Hole tailgate. Polo kind of had these roses that he gave, I think 10 guys, he gave.
Yeah. What we ended up doing is, Homer, the first time I saw you at the explosion, she had just passed away the day before. It was a big hit for all of us.
Yeah.
So I knew, I got with Gonzalo, said, hey, we got to take off early. Gonzalo's really tight with her. So the job was, hey, we're going to go out there. We stopped, like I said, to get some roses before we hit the stadium. The idea was, hey, just take the roses and give them out to people in the Black Hole. And I figured out, I was just thinking, hey, I passed them all out. It'd be kind of cool to put them on her seat. Well, I talked with Miriam, Gorilla's wife, and she was like, no, what we'll do is, Gorilla and his wife, they got a lot more pull than all of us. So
yes,
we put the flowers on her seat, the pink flowers, and everybody come around, pay the respects. But at the end, she got one of the guys on the field made a heart, put Vero, and we passed out the flowers, and then we all threw them into the heart, which was cool, and that was a good tribute. But within our group, we have like a texting circle, Mike Aragon, the homies, Gonzalo, a bunch of the chapter presidents from Seattle with Doug and Darlene and Gabo from Mexico City and Joe from the LA. But anyway, we have this big group in there, or I don't know, there's like 15 or 16 of us in this group. And, Gonzalo's our guy, man. Gonzalo's, he's always doing stuff. And of course, we mimic him a lot because anytime we'll say, hey, has anybody, whatever question, because my friend wants to hear, just like you say on Facebook. But anyway, he goes, hey, you know what? When we did those flowers, he said, we got to do something bigger. And he says, I want to get some doves. And of course, we're all looking, I'm like, oh, we want to get some doves for a tailgate? Okay, cool. He goes, nah, I'm getting doves for the tailgate, And then we all pitched in, and Gonzalez took care of everything. I mean, he got and then it was his idea too. It's like, hey, I want to make a chest. We'll raise some money for James and help bury her. And it's just, and there's a lot of costs associated with the death and the family, and when that happens, it's all good that we all come together as a family. That was him too. So a lot of it, Gonzalo's our guy. And he really pushed that, and he's a blessing having the crew. And like I said, we respect him and we support him. But it was his idea, and we just all kind of got together and did that. And of course, we all share some common thread, and we're able to support each other. So it worked out good to have that there. And then the dove release at 5:00 in the black hole with the moment of silence for Veronica. If you look at some of that live footage, you'll look and you'll see how many folks she impacted. And that's the first one. I know we're doing another one this week with the Silver and Black Alliance with Lonzo Thomas, Skip Thomas's son.
Yeah.
They were close, and she was the vice president. So this weekend on B lot. So last week it was D lot with the black hole. This year will be in B. This week the KC game will be at B lot, and they're doing a tribute to her. And we'll all be there, and which is going to be hard because we're still running our black hole tailgate. We just got to be able to find time. I already talked to Alonzo. He'll give us a call. And we'll skip out and go pay our respects. Make sure we're there to support James and the tailgate, and we'll do it again this week. And what we end up doing is, well, I started thinking, I was like, hey, you know what? Mary goes, hey, we'll do roses every weekend. I go, for guys, it's kind of tough if we just get some boutonnieres. So I ordered some silk ones, and we'll pass those out. So you'll see some folks I know getting for Dove, and the guys I knew that were tight, and then I actually ran out, so I ordered more, and hopefully they show up before this weekend for the next game.
No, that was very nice. I taped everything, though. I made sure I got the whole thing, the whole celebration. I walked around, gathering money. I think everybody took turns going out and seeing what they could get for Brother James, and just that little time spending with Brother James that me and Polo had. I was opportunity to have that. It was a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that we reach out to our brothers and understand our brothers' pain. And, that was his love of his life, man. You know what I'm saying? So, that was tough, but it was a celebration of her life. So, that's how I took it. It was a lot of ladies that were upset, and, we just gave our shoulders, that's what we can do. And, Veronica, like I said, she's big part in my life, big part in a lot of people's, spots. So I was honored. To get one of the pins and one of the first ones to get the pins. And, it was just awesome. The dub release, and of course, like I said, like you said, you can't ask for a better person to go out there and do these things, because he does everything from his heart, man. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's the tip of the arrow, man. They use the tip of the spear for us. He led that thing and went with it, and he has a way to get everybody jump in with him, and either through his comedy or just he keeps it 100, and that's the main thing with that guy. He's 100%. I mean, me and him, we roll together, and the guy always keeps it 100. That's the thing. You see what it is, and he's 100%. And like if you jump off, you don't have to worry. That guy's got your back. There's no doubt on his loyalty. That he's 100%. You're a friend with him. You're a friend for life.
Well, I mean that's awesome that he did that for Veronica, or for Veronica. That's awesome that he did that for Veronica. I wish I had the chance to meet Veronica. I mean, it's I love the way that the Raider Nation shows love to each other, and when somebody passes, they're not forgotten, they're remembered, and the Raider Nation just shows love, like you're saying, and keeps it 100 and takes care of each other in life and in death, and I think that's beautiful, man. I really can appreciate it.
Yeah, good thing about, the thing about Veronica, if before, it was 3 weeks before she passed away, we were in Rosarito at the Baja chapter of the Black Hole, and we had a young performer, Young Ma. He's a low-gal rapper and stuff, and Juan had released some clips and teasers of him on Facebook, and Veronica reached out and says, hey, you know what, I got something for that little girl, and she sent a package that Juan brought up on stage and said, hey, this is from Bedazzle Rodriguez, and gave her the present stuff. And so she was always supporting, no matter what the cause was, man, she was out there. And that's what always impressed me about her. Is like, her and Jaime just chills. He works. He's a hard worker. He's just in there. He supports her 100%. And, she was so old school, just straight up, a beautiful person, man. That was, things you dream about. I mean, that's the scenario you want in your life, the end game. And, lucky Jaime was blessed to have that and share that with her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The way she put it, she's always with peace and love, man. You know what I'm saying? That was Veronica, peace and love. And, like I said, I had talked to her just previously before that. I've got a thing where I put her picture up with other words, just kind of tribute, radio tribute, and I had her picture. She comes on and says, Brother Max, I'm looking forward to see you, next game and at the games this year and stuff like that. So that always makes me feel good. Just backside, hey, I'm proud of you. I see what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. She was just that type of person. And I didn't know she was that sick, so it was, that's who she was. She was a treasure, man. And I don't use that lightly. She was a treasure. God set that treasure, and she put her light on us, man. But that was an awesome time. Appreciate that time. Polo, you have anything that happened at the Black Hole opener at the tailgate? At the function, the kickoff party. Is there anything that you see out there happen?
You know what? The Santa Maria chapter, we went down, helped set up, and then we took off. We took off to go do that Ted Hendricks bowling tournament. That was awesome because we took off ourselves. We had Deadpool, Joker, Captain Raider, Yuli, which is she was the bride of Chucky, and OG Ray.
Oh yeah, I heard about OG Ray victory there.
OG Ray. Yes. No, I think I won, man. But
that's not what he said, but okay. Oh, here we go.
Man, we're going to have controversy already.
Here we go.
Dude, I think, yeah. So, but anyway, our job was to go out there. What happens is we always reach out looking for support. Well, Ted Hendricks does in his foundation. He has a bowling tournament. And I said, you know what, we're going to jump in there, and it gives us an opportunity to go interact with a lot of retired players. At the same time, support his cause. They have a silent auction, they had raffles, but we went out there. Man, it was such a great time. We bowled. I thought we did very well. We hung out with the Hendricks family. I'm about to post some pictures on our Santa Maria Instagram. We got some group shots with the Hendricks family and stuff, and of course, Buse showed up. And then we also had Javier from the Leader Bandits showed up, support us. Kukui showed up. We had Mousy and Smokey, of course, our boy Ascendis. So we had a good group show up to support the Santa Maria chapter, Black Hole in there. And it was cool. And what always happens is that event always is the same with the kickoff. So with our chapter, our priority is always give back to the community and what better cause than to help, the Stork. There's not too many Raiders left that played all three Super Bowls, and got those rings. And he's one of them, man. I mean, remember, and he before he was with us, he was with the Baltimore Colts, so he had a championship with Bob Grant, those guys. So, he's amazing. I mean, and he's still there. There's Rod Martin there, Ira Matthews, Marcelo, Thomas was there, Art, what's Art's last name? He's a lineman. Yeah.
No, Art
Shell?
No, it's Art. He was a lineman. I get it right. Art, I want to say it's Art Buford, but I'll look it up. But yeah, he was there. All these guys, I mean, is from Super Bowl 11. We're there chilling and having a good time. Morris Bradshaw was there. And, hey, we're bowling and they're coming around hanging out with us. We're buying them beers, buying back, vice versa. Captain Raider, if you look at his shield, man, the entire inside of it's all autographed out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, which was cool, And then OG Ray took a football, and that whole football is marked out. I took my black hole vest, and I mean it looks like a whole different piece now, and it's cool. And yeah, so it was pretty amazing. And we raised some money. Bad Boys Barbecue was there. Yeah, so it was a good event. I think this is a good relationship. I've talked to Hendrix's wife twice already. She's called since then, and I think it's going to be a good relationship for the Black Hole and the Hendrix Foundation to work together. And it's good for we can bring in the Superfans, they bring in some players, and we can help each other out, raise money for charity.
That's awesome, brother. Yeah. Lucky my plane was late, so I missed a little festivities, but I'm glad that you're there. Polo Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, no, that was to me that was the highlight, man. That was I knew when I got there that was gonna be the highlight, and we stayed there after, helped them clean up a little bit, and then by that time it was time to head back to our kickoff party. Yeah, so when we got to the kickoff party, I mean, that thing was already jamming. I mean, there was, I don't want to underestimate this thing, but I bet between 800 to 1,000 people there. I mean, it was packed.
It was packed, yeah.
So when we walked into a crowd. The band was playing. I can't remember who was up on top of that at that point when we got there, but it was jamming. And people were just taking pictures. It was going. I mean, it was. I don't want to say out of control, but it was just sensory overload, man. It was just going for it. Things were happening everywhere. I mean, that was the thing about that party. Like everywhere you look, you knew somebody.
Yeah.
And the drinks were flying, and the food was happening. The dance floor was going. But yeah, a lot of good people there. And there's a lot of people that from social media. And then there you met them, you meet them for the first time, maybe take a picture with them and talk and catch up. And you talk about the next project we're going to work on. But yeah, it was a blast. We had a good time that night.
Oh yeah, man. It was so awesome to see, everybody that I've been talking to in person, that I haven't met in person, and to see the people that I've met in person again, man. It was cool, man. I'm really starting to understand just how much of a family it is. I mean, you guys have been doing it and doing it well over there for a long time now, man. I wish I'd have been able to do, to get over there more than what I did this year or what I'm doing this year. But, it is what it is, man. And I'm glad to be a part of it now,
Oh, dude, you meet the characters, but you meet the people inside the characters. Right. And every time you meet somebody, you meet somebody and you start hanging out with them, and you kind of walk away like, wow, that guy's really smart. Or, I mean, I didn't think about that. And not that I always sell short the super fans, but I can almost say 100% walk away saying, wow, that's very sharp, or, they got their stuff together. Very intelligent, business. I mean, the marketing, they know what they're doing. I mean, it's really impressive.
Yeah.
It is the way, like I said, Paul introduced me to Sacramento. They're going to be doing a veterans thing over there, kind of that. So there's some stuff that Polo's got in the work for us to get to do and help out. And like Paul said, we do this to help everybody, every community that reach out. So when we reach out, they're like, well, heck yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it, and I love that everybody's ready to work and help each other, or help each other that, hand, put it out there.
Yeah.
So, Paula, who did you meet there that you were like, I want to meet this person? And who did you meet there? Was there anybody, like from Superfan or President?
Oh, Superfan wise, I think the one I'm kind of excited. We have a new member just joined us, Raider Javi. I'm glad he just became part of us. So I'm pretty excited about him coming on board. It's weird. It's like I got to hang out with Deadpool more than I ever had hung out with him before. I've taken obviously pictures and we're hung out at tailgates. So, but generally when these guys are in costume, there's no talking or there's, so, they're doing the Raider stuff, but, we got to hang out afterwards and just normal talk. And of course, Joker, when he comes around, me and him I just love talking with that guy. I mean, I respect him. He's very smart, very, business oriented. He's got his plan. But, our group that generally hangs out is like Max and then we have Resendez and Hal Raider and Mike with the homies. We didn't even get to hang out with each other. We were so busy. That was the one thing we said. Like, me and Resendez got to hang out a little bit. I got to hang out a lot with Joker and Deadpool. But, I every time I saw Hal Raider, I'm like, dude, what are you running from me? I haven't been hanging out with you at all. And so it was just one of those things that, with Michael, we help him set up and we help him tear down. But, those guys at the end, they're tired. I got to hang out with OG Ray a lot because he actually took him. We hung out he spent the night at my parents' house in Sanger because we had to go to an event. Fabian's daughter's quinceañera in Porterville. Yeah, that was cool. That was a compa event, and but even then, man, it's you go to a quinceañera and you run into the K Twins. I mean, it was cool because you run into it's like going to a Raider game. Because those are the same friends, but those, the compas go pretty deep. So, it's just fun. You can tell his wife came up. She goes, I can tell where all the Raider guys are because, of course, they're all wearing black. And, so, she was, yeah. But, yeah, we had a good time there. Took some good pictures. And then, it was a great weekend. We accomplished a lot. We had our hands in everything. From the priorities from the, starting off with the compas. Then we had a tribute to Veronica, setting up the kickoff, the party, the concert, we had Mike D. Chill coming into town. And that's the whole thing. You have all these guys coming in town, Ira Matthews. So when these guys come into town, they hang out with us. Like, hey, Ira goes, hey, come pick us up and we're hanging out with these guys. So, I don't want to say, but one of the coolest things that happened at the game this year, that there's a picture on Instagram. I posted. There's a lady next to me. Well, that's Carr's cousin. It's his wife's cousin. And then during the game, we got a text and said, hey, she'd like to go down to the Black Hole. So I went up, met her up there, picked her up, and security was aware of it. We took her all the way down there. She went down there, hugged Gorilla, and then you can hear her calling Derek on the sidelines. And then at the same time we're there, she's texting Heather, and she's turning around and we're waving, and we can see Carr's wife and the kids. They're waving to us at the Black Hole.
That's awesome.
Dude, I know. And nobody around us knows that's going on except obviously like Gorilla, and then we told them, hey, the Carr family, and that happened. So it's cool that, you're the families of the players know what the Black Hole is doing and want to be part of it. So I was like, wow, that's kind of cool,
Yeah, definitely.
So that was a pretty cool thing that happened to me at a game. So it was like, hey, I did a lot of walking around, but at the same time, I was able to take her down there and she took a picture and I got another text. She goes, hey, I want to do that again. I'm like, great. Yeah. So
that's a great story, man. I mean,
that's what this show's about. That stuff right there. That's just.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I go, hey, dude, that was probably the coolest thing you're walking away from. It's like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's a great story. Especially considering that, that whole weekend ends on a high note with the Raiders winning, and it turned out to be Gruden's 100th win, and Gruden visits the Black Hole and gives Gorilla Rilla a hug. So Gorilla Rilla got to meet Derek Carr's family and then got shown some love from Gruden. That must have been awesome for him also,
Yeah, it's impressive. We always say, well, we wish the Raiders would love us this much. But I think they do, the coaches, the players, they're part of it. I just read an article where, you know, it was when Abram first time he saw Violator's face and his reaction, he was just staring at him. And it's actually a pretty cool story. They talked about it. What do you think, you know? Because they're interviewing the players. Hey, how did you feel the first time you saw a Violator? And that's the way I always felt. I was like, dude, it's like these guys get starstruck just like we do when we see them the very first time.
Yeah.
That is awesome. They're the way, I've never had like a Pomona thing. These players would coming over there to the Black Hole, you know, it's just so awesome to have Rod Martin, you know, Phil, you know, just the whole group, Ira, you know, Mario, you know, I mean, just people just coming up and taking pictures of Rocket, you know, I mean, that was, like, usually me and Polo, when we're doing something, we don't really get pictures, man. We'll get somebody got a picture here, we got a picture here. Like, shit, same with Hellraider. I had to stop Hellraider, so let's take a picture, man, because we never take pictures together, you know? And we fly together and we do all that other stuff. So.
Yeah, Hellraider, man. Jersey got me into the Black Hole, and I ended up chilling with Hellraider for a little bit. And he was telling me that he had some footage for me from the flag unfurling, you know. So it was really cool to get to the Black Hole and hang out with him and have everybody. You know, I got a lot of footage from that flag unfurling from everybody. You know, it's just really cool the way that everybody watches out for each other and shares footage and things like that, man. You know.
Oh, you know, the cool thing about that is, like, you know, my boss got week one and he ran with it, and we got, of course, my boss is, you know, he's also Black Hole. And then we're doing it again this week. So the intent is you always have Black Hole people on that field doing the flag and supporting the flag. And it's amazing because the reps know who we are when we're doing this, and you know, they give us a pretty good leeway where they support us, you know, because they know we're trying to do the right thing and trying to make. I have one kid coming this week in our group. I was at work and on a project and talking to a city guy, and while me and him were talking, Violator called, and I told him, hold on just a second, because I was doing something with Violator. He was going to do an appearance. And he said, that was a Violator? And I said, yeah. He goes, you were talking for the Raiders? And I said, yeah, Violator for the Raiders. And he says, well, because, you know, I took a picture with him 3 years ago. And I'm just, you know, he was like, wow, that was my, you know, one of my biggest dreams. And I said, oh, yeah, you want to talk to him? I go, I'll call him up. And sure enough, Violator talked to him. The guy was all happy and stuff. And,
That's awesome.
And when I got on the phone with Violator, I said, I don't think you guys realize how much joy you bring into these guys. Because you tell them, hey, you know, they'll tell you, I took a picture with you 3 years ago. And Violator's, oh, yeah, I remember that picture. I'm like, how do you remember that picture? I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast. But
yeah, man, he remembered me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And the cool part about that was when he got off the phone with Violator, he goes, yeah, I have a son with that has autism. I said, oh, you know, so we started, I go, yeah, our LA chapter is really big on autism. And so their county chapter, you know, that's what they've been doing. And he says, my dream is to get them on the field. I said, man, consider that dream done right there. I go, stand by. I call my rep, and my rep says, yeah, no problem. We'll put them add them to the list. And sure enough, he just called me this morning. He's going to be driving out with us he's driving out tomorrow, actually, down to Oakland. He's going to meet with us Saturday morning or Sunday morning. Awesome. But that's the kind of love we get from the reps and stuff, where they're able to take care of us and we're able to help out people. Because, I mean, when you look at a father and say, that's my dream for my kid to get him on the field, I'm like, dude, hey, that's an easy dream. We can make that one happen.
Yeah. That's an amazing experience also, you know. To be on the same field that all the Oakland Raider legends played on, you know, that's special.
Oh, dude, yeah. When I went out last year, and we went out when they got we went out there. What game was that? Pittsburgh game. And sure enough, and we thought, hey, this is going to be my last game. Of course, you always try to dip down a little bit, get a little bit of grass, and then you bring some home with you, and then you say, hey, this is from the grass. And we knew that was going to be our last one, so a bunch of the guys were out there, and we're like, dude, we're going to eat some of the grass. So we'll always have a piece of Oakland inside of us. And sure enough, we're out there elk man, and we're throwing grass in our mouth, and that's it. We're chewing it until they start yelling at us not to touch the grass. So yeah. we always take credit for that missed field goal. We say that's kind of the grass where we ate.
Good job, man.
That's what
Good job.
Wow. Well, brother, shit. It's like I said, we got to get you on for more of these, interesting stuff. Plus, we got a lot going on. Santa Maria Black Hole, we're just, with Polo in front. He's doing some good stuff out there. Smart President, Fireman 4, Santa Maria, Black Hole chapter. Man, I really appreciate you coming on, brother.
No, after that last one we had a great conversation, but it was really hard to hear because I had a headpiece and I was at work.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd love to come back on. Wish you guys success, with continue with the show. I always love listening to it. Every time you have somebody on, man, you learn something. I mean, when you had Michael on, some of the history, some stuff from Cisco. Violators, the episode with Violator was, fire. I mean, I love hearing him, and you always learn something from those guys.
Yes.
They've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
man, you guys gotta get Manuel, Scout Tour 805 on here, man. Scout Tour 805. Him and Raider Hobby, put those guys together. There'd be a good show. Yeah, no, those guys, I always look at, you team those two guys on, and then, you throw you want like learn from you want to learn from, like a football analysis. I would get like a Kukui and Graham together. Those guys that's what they do, the crunch numbers, man. But, you want, just very smart people. You get Joker and Deadpool. Those guys are just brilliant. I think the world of those guys.
I got Deadpool. He promised me a spot, so I'm gonna work on that. That was good seeing him too. Man, for a little bit, I had more time to talk to him this time in that Texas thing, and so it was just awesome, brother. But like I said,
man,
really appreciate you coming on and giving us that Raider real talk. You know what I'm saying? We learned stuff.
No, I got you.
And the door's always open.
Work with you on that commercial. Yeah, I want to do that. We had that footage with Mark Fleming with the retired players of Congress. Yeah. We just got to be able to get that.
Oh together. Yeah, we'll get that done. That's for sure. And when that event comes around, definitely get you back on.
We got to push those guys because I think that's the best thing going right now is the retired players of Congress to help out our retired players. That helps out all of them. So it always push them everywhere I go. But yeah, I took that jacket and I actually got 3 more autographs on it.
Wow.
It was cool. That's that Willie Brown jacket. Hopefully once I get the Homer edit, then we'll make a commercial out of it.
Oh yeah. The door is always open for the people that you suggested and for yourself, man. I mean, I really appreciate you taking the time and giving the suggestions, because if you're recommending people, then I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen.
Oh, dude, you know what? I listen to those guys, and I always after a game or before a game, I start calling them, and even Raider Bear, man, Raider Bear hit it perfect. That's what he said. He said we're gonna blow them out. He called it just like he saw it, and his prediction was pretty right on the money. And I always feel, I always think, hey, I can win every game. That's why I suck at fantasy football because all I do is want to pick Raider, players.
That's why I don't play.
I know I can't do it. I cannot do it. It's like, you want to play fantasy football, dude? I'm like, well, I'm going for the Raiders. After that, who cares?
I'm only going to play fantasy football if I can draft all Raiders.
Exactly. At that point, why else play, man? To the bone. So. No, but I look forward to this weekend. I think we'll hopefully steal that KC win.
Yes, sir.
Look for us on the field. We'll be doing a big portion of the Santa Maria chapter will be on the field doing the flag ceremony, and then come out to D-Lot to the Black Hole tailgate. At the same time, on B-Lot, the Silver and Black Alliances with the Lawrence Thomas will be doing a tribute to Skip Thomas, obviously Cliff Branch, and of course our mother of the Black Hole, Veronica Reese. Her husband will be there, and then I think from there we'll be doing. We're going on B-Lot also. Hit that up. That League of Bands is going to have something also there with Javier.
Yes,
so, yeah, it should be a big. B-Lot's going to be busy, man. It's going to be busy. That B-Lot's going to be packed.
Well, we're talking about the infamous. If you talk about B-Lot, to me, there's a lot of stuff happening on that. So it's different from the other D-Lot to B-Lot, totally different. But
we have
Salazar, president over there of the infamous B-Lot crew. You have the bull mixing up some drinks. You'll have, definitely anybody's there, stop by, give your condolences, and show Veronica that love.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, and I appreciate you guys giving me opportunity to shout out all the events for this weekend, and so I think that's a big push. If you're a Raider fan and you're going out there tailgate, it's going to be busy, but you should be able to find time and hopefully hit all the different tailgates.
Also, you forgot one event or one thing happening. Your own.
What I got?
Santeria.
You know what? We ended up moving that thing because we ended up moving that thing. So I'm working on something. I'll give you a call, give you a heads up. I think we got something finally lined out. To find a home is tough. I thought for us it was always, the Black Hole Santa Maria has always been about, the idea about being into Black Hole is go to the games, and make opportunities for the people to join us to go to the games. And of course, some of the members, it's impossible to go every game, but we have a sister club here at 805 One Nation. So, our job is to support them. So, hopefully what we're going to be doing is working, supporting them and going to their functions for the folks that are not going to the game. It's just a good way to unite all Raider fans under, one nation. That's what we should be doing. And part of the Black Hole, our job is to be supporting our local booster clubs and
right.
So hopefully that we're in the works with that, and hopefully with the next couple games we can make that happen. We will be successful at it and doing some joint ventures with our sister club here.
Okay. Sounds good, brother. Well, you have a good rest of your night, man. Enjoy it.
Sounds good, Max. Thanks for the call. Homer, until next time, my brother.
We're hitting the strip here, brother. So.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Much love. And what I'll be doing is I'll be hopefully sending you some videotape. I've been trying to get it. Our secretary's coming over. I'm going to try to get her to ship it to you.
All right. I'll be ready.
All right, my man.
All right. Take it easy. Have a good night.
All right. Take care. All right.
Man, it sounds like everybody was having a badass time opening day weekend.
Oh my gosh, it's powerful, man. You know what I'm saying? It's powerful how that spirit. I always say spirit, bro. I always say, you'll hear me, in my pictures, whatever, how I write my caption. I always talk about spirit. The reason I say that because we all have that inner spirit that Al Davis left us.
Yes,
It'll never go away. It'll never be nothing. Because again, I'm getting chills over here talking about spirit, and that's the spirit of the silver and black. What he left us. It's up to us, you, I, Violator, and that. We all have a job to do, and that's to make sure Al Davis lives forever. His spirit, that Raider spirit, that camaraderie, the family, togetherness, and to win, just win, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Yeah, Al Davis, the first Oaktown legend.
Mm.
All right, cool, man. So, as we mentioned earlier, we got our second caller coming on, Calicat, who is a super fan, rapper, all-around artist. So how did you meet Calicat, Max?
Well, it was the Facebook thing. We started, it's going to be 5 years. And, we started pushing cars, a little loyalty crew cars and stuff. And she has her own group. She has like 5K or so in there. So how we started Loyalty Crew was assisting, helping owners go in there. And that's how I met her, the group thing. And and I've always done her security. I've always, took care of her groups and stuff like that. And we just became very good friends, and a lot of people don't know that, but on the backside and now on the real is that we're really good friends, and we back each other, and she, has even a song piece with Loyalty Crew in there because we've always backed her and had her back. But a beautiful person, to me, she's something else, man. She's something else. So,
awesome.
Like I said, we're taking over her management and stuff like that, Loyalty Crew Promotion. So we're going to start getting CDs and all that. She'll give you all that little rundown, but beautiful person, Homer.
All right, let's get her on the Superfan hotline.
Let's do it.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing, Calicat? This is Raider Homer.
Oh, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Hey, how you doing, girl? This is Mad Max. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, Loyalty Crew doing it, man.
You know it.
So I appreciate you taking the time to come on the Coast to Coast with the Black Hole Superfans.
I appreciate it. It's my pleasure.
Definitely. It's. I'm honored that you took the time to come on. You're our first female and first Black Hole female to come into our arena. And we got a crazy arena. Let me tell you, I'm just going to let you know that right now.
I believe
that. Yeah, you know me. So, but yeah, it's like, who are we going to get here? Who are going to start this off? I talked to Homer. He's like, well, yeah, let's do that. So here you are, girl. Here you are.
And I appreciate it very much. Give me exposure. And I love talking about the Raiders. So right on here.
That's right. So, I me, I deal with all the super fans. I go to them. I want to find out some certain things. I want to find out some, what's going on with them. I want to know, when did you decide to do this, become a super fan?
Well, about 3 years ago, I went to Lorenzo Lima, a Raider Crusader summer kickoff, and Baby Bash was performing there. And then I got up to perform, and he came to me and told me that I was giving the Raiderettes energy, and that's the energy they needed. He liked it, what I did. So I was just, thinking about it, going through, taking pics with all the other super fans. And one of my Raider sisters, she's a super fan. Her name's Fun Size. Raider Fun Size. And she brought me a mask. And when I seen it, I was like, she said, yeah, you look like the cat. I said, yeah, Calicat. Because I was going by the name of Oakland Girl.
Mm-hmm.
But when she brought that mask, that influenced me, and I just felt something. And from then on, at that event, I became Calicat. It was just so exciting seeing all of the super fans, how they were geared up, repping hard, And I'm like, shoot, I can do that because I got it in me already. I feel it. And I just wanted to become one. And that's how it began.
So yeah, I mean, it takes, some guts, and some passion to take that extra mile to become a super fan. But every super fan, they have a story, have how they became a fan before they were a super fan. So how did you become a fan of the Raiders?
Well, first of all, I was born in Oakland, California, and out of 16, my mom had 16 kids. 8 were brothers, and I was a tomboy. So when they go watch the TV every Sunday, I'm right there watching the game with them. And then they start talking about it. I got more interested, and I hang with them, because they all were Raiders, Raider fans. And when we moved to Fresno, it didn't stop me. I just continued that love for the Raiders. And that's when I started going to the events, and that led to me being a super fan.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Not hard.
That's awesome. The Raider Nation, we have a big camaraderie and stuff like that. There's a lot of talent out there. And, I wanted kind of just to get real quick into some of the things that you do, that you're doing and, going on right now with you.
Okay, right now I do music. I'm a music artist. I do Raider Nation music and R&B. And I also make jewelry. I customize my own style of jewelry, and it's Calicat bling, but the certain type that I'm selling is called black candy. And if you'll see it, you'll understand what I mean. But I also like Team Violet, for instance. I don't like doing birthday parties. I'll show up for the blood drive. I love the kids. That's one thing about Calicat. She may be called Killer Calicat, but she loves the kids. And I'll go miles for the kids because it's a cause, and we're worldwide with this cause for the diseases, cancer. I'm down for that. Breast cancer, child cancer, all that type of things which we can help the kids, I'm with it.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I've heard that a lot as I talk to more and more people, that it's all about the kids, and, I have my daughter, and then I have, a handful of kids that are related to my daughter in some way or another that mean a lot to me. So, it's an honor to be able to be a part of the Raider Nation and to extend that love that I have for my children out towards the rest of the children in the world. Not to say that I didn't love all children or anything like that, but it brings more meaning, being a part of a bigger group that cares more about, the kids than, the typical group, I mean, so yeah, it's pretty cool. That's a good thing to care about. There's a future, planting seeds, as the Violator says,
Yes.
I feel that. And I also will give my jewelry, I'll give them to kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people buy my jewelry and then they tell me to donate it, give it to one of the kids or someone that want one but can't get it. That's what I do. You know?
Yeah.
That shows love. And that's why my first hit song that I'm going to come out with, it's called Raider Love. That's what it's about,
Yeah.
That's one sick. I love that one.
So, what games are you going to this year?
I planned on going to the one in November because my first game I went to, it was against the Chokers, San Diego Chokers. And the Raiders lost. Oh my God, that hurted me so bad. So they're playing them again at home. So I plan to attend that game so I can see them win this time. But as for any others, I have not gotten any in mind because I've been pushing these events, trying to get this exposure, and I haven't had my money built up for that yet, but it's going to get there. But I know I'm going to get one of them games before they leave.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an expensive habit going to games. That is no joke.
And trying to juggle the events, back and forth. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of these, like I say, that's why we come up with a lot of these super fans. They everything's on them. They don't have, advertising. They don't have sponsors. They don't have stuff like that. And as Calicat knows me very well, I've been trying to do this for years. Countless years, 5 years, whatever. I've been trying to do this. And, things are happening now, and like I said, Calicat's on our new poster that's out with the Superfan Raider Nation Avengers. I called the piece. So they're on there doing it. Calicat's on there. And like I said, just trying to do something, for the super fans. It's simple, but it's always people know me. It's from the heart. So, honored to have her on that piece. And like I said, we got some music, Loyalty Crew Promotions, kind of handles some of her stuff, her music. I listen and I push it, and we're going to get it going. It's going to get going strong. So people be ready. Killer Calicat coming to your ear near you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be hearing this.
Yeah. I'm the autumn wind with Raider love lyrics that gonna move the crowd. I was born in Oakland, not a wannabe. KOS, Booster Club, and the Royalty Crew got that love for me.
What?
Dang, yeah.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
That is wow. I mean, when she came out with that, I was like, wow. For me, I'm like, that's an honor. Somebody puts that, but we work for that hard. And Diana's been a loyalty crew for a while, so she knows how hard we work and what we try to do.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of love for Calicat on my end. So
Yeah. KOS showed me love. They helped me do my video. And Loyalty Crew always been there for me. You feel me? So I have to express my love for them.
Oh yeah.
That's
cool.
much appreciated. It definitely is.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about the Raiders after Monday Night Football?
You wouldn't believe this, Raider Homer, but I recorded the whole thing on my phone live. That's how excited I was.
That's cool.
Because I was doing last year, only do highlights. But this time, it's the last Monday night game. So I had to record it.
That's
and
cool.
we won. I was so excited because a lot of people who can't see the game, they're able to see it. You feel me? And that made me feel good.
Yeah.
Spread
the love, right?
We won.
Mm-hmm. Great game. Awesome.
Yeah, man, I was stoked, man. I was sitting at the 50-yard line about 9 rows back on the Raider side. I was a part of the flag unfurling, excuse me, but the seats were the closest I'd ever been to game action, the field action, so that was really cool. You could see a lot going on. I even got to visit the black hole, and it's crazy to see. I watched the All 22 like on the NFL League Pass app, where you can look at the game and the All 22. So I watched the All 22, but it was really cool to see the All 22, in live, up close. It was really cool. I'm excited about the Raiders this year. I'm thinking we're going 10-6. And Gruden, because last year Gruden, he had the team in position to win a lot last year. We just didn't have the players to finish, and I think he has the players to finish this year. So, man, I'm real excited.
Now, I'm kind of glad that he just, did what he did when he took players out trading to build up a better team. I think he got it right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people that have left, I ain't saying it wasn't good, because once a Raider, always a Raider. But right now, we got it.
Oh, yeah.
He built it back up from, in his style. Delrill had his points, and when Card went down in that Colts game, I think they lost a little bit at luster. And I believe Card, seeing him run, man, I was happy to see it.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Calicat, what did you think of Jacobs, the running back?
I like him. I like him. Yeah, he squats down and he takes off. I like him.
Yeah, he looked very good out there, huh?
He sure was. I just mad because, Jonathan Abrams, that really got me.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
He was that was the first rookie. Josh Jacobs was the first rookie to get 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on Monday Night Football for us since Bo Jackson. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's wild.
That's how long it's been.
Yeah, and see what's so cold about it. I put on the Bo Jackson jersey for that Monday night, and they featured him on there talking about it. That made me feel hella good.
Yeah.
You were on that spirit of Bo and shit.
Yeah, Bo no.
Calicat knows.
Yeah, I was about to say that. See, I guess we starting to mesh up here. Almost, I was about to say that.
Cool.
That's a good thing, but we're working.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. So before we let you go, is there anything else you'd like to add, or any shout outs you'd like to make?
Asian visionaries, they asked me to give a shout out to them. The ones in LA to be at the Iguanas Park.
Yeah, Angel City Visionary, Big Autism Foundation, Loyalty Crew works with Carlos Gomez.
Yeah,
Cool.
Carlos Gomez.
And then, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say Raiders for life, you know.
Yeah. Are you going to try to make the Sacramento one on the 21st?
Yes, I'm gonna be there. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going, and I'm gonna do a little video shoot, you know, to get my song. You know, people start recognizing who I am. I'm just not Diane Mack in the Calicat. I do music, you know. I rap, and I do good music.
Well, tell the Raider Nation how they can find you on social media and or the interweb.
Okay, you can look up, well, I'm on ReverbNation.com, you know, or you can look on, I got official Calicat on Facebook. I post my music things there. I also got a Raider group called Raider Affair. You know, you can join. You know, it's just entertainment, but that's it about the Raiders, you know. And I'll be coming out with a CD. Hopefully I'll have it some at the event in Sacramento. So, yeah. And also, Max, you know, I'm going to get at you with it.
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds great, sis. Sure.
And my jewelry, Black Candy, I'm pushing it. Y'all get one.
There you go. There you go. People out there, look it up, Black Candy. Yeah, it's out already, so I can't say coming out. Just pay attention to it. And like I said, Loyalty Crew, we're going to be blasting a lot of Calicat's designs and her CDs. And like she said, she's going to be working on some videos. So I said, keep an eye out. This is we want her to come on real quick. We're going to do a couple other different things with her, you know, to get her out there. Homer has a phone line, you know, that's how he got me, you know, okay. But don't let him get you. But anyway, yeah, don't let him get you.
No, you want me to get you. Let me get you.
Yeah, you want me. That's true. But it was it's a great thing. So Callie, we will have you back.
Oh yeah.
We just want to touch base with you. We want to make sure we had that first solid Raiderette coming through us and helping us out here. I really appreciate you coming on and giving us a short preview, you know. And like I said, we've got some things worked out that we're going to work with you and different shows, and we got to bring you on so we have more. The Calicat thing, you know.
Anytime.
Yeah, the door's always open. You know, just a little origin interview, you know, to get you introduced to the channel, introduce you to the Raider Nation through the channel. Yeah. And we'll definitely make room for you in the future.
For sure.
All right, cool.
She got it. She ended it off, man. She dropped that mic with the meow and so whatever. Like, she had a good night. Take care of the kids. I'm gonna hit that Vegas Strip. You know, do my thing down there. You know.
That was
coming. That's right. we ride or die. But like I said, thank you for coming on, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay. All right, Raider Homer.
Bye-bye, Calicat. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Later.
All right, man. It's been a busy couple of weeks, you know. It's been a couple of weeks since we recorded. We've been traveling, you know, and I got to say, man, I'm happy we're back at it, you know. Feels good to get these calls recorded, get Polo back on, get Calicat introduced through the Raider Homer channel, you know. But hey, your travels aren't over yet, are they?
No, I'm waiting to hear on some tickets. I'm here in Vegas. I'm here with, like I say, Raider Realties, Katrina Hernandez, and man, these some solid people. I'm here with Savage Nation, so they've been treating me well and taking me to sites like today. Savage Nation had me out there and going to check out the stadium, and I've got video on that in the Honor of the Superfan group. I know this will be a week later, but if you want to go back and like it, I'll be happy, you know. But I took some videos of that, the inside quarters of that. I don't know, Homer, did you get a chance to get down there? The training facility, all that, the preview center.
Yeah, in Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't go to the headquarters. I was only able to go to. I went to go pay my respects to Al, and then yeah, we went to the parties after that. Yeah, because I went to the headquarters in November of last year, man. Got a bunch of pictures in there. You know, so I wanted to go pay my respects to Al.
Cool. Well, bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, bro. Well, you know, safe travels to you, man. Getting back home. You know, I look forward to meeting up with you again out there in the nation.
Hell yeah. We're gonna do it. Like I said, I'll keep you posted on the KC game, how that goes. If not, you know what I'm saying, I'll be watching it like everybody else, probably here in Vegas or, you know, in Phoenix. So still traveling. Mad Max World Warrior thing going, you know, I put some videos out there, and we'll start hitting that stuff also, you know.
Oh yeah. All right, well, thanks for watching, Raider Nation, and we'll see you in the next episode.